Hey guys, and welcome this morning to Wake Up Well. It's Monday the 8th of February, and I hope you've had a fantastic weekend. I hope many of you tuned in to yesterday's service. Duncan kicked off the start of a new series on little books, big messages. I think that was the title. It's exciting what we're stepping into. But today I get to speak on just a couple of verses from 2 Timothy that really got me quite excited. I love it how the Lord kind of orchestrates these things, that they are often things that you're already thinking about. And so, yeah. So I don't know about you, as I was thinking through this, I'm a tall guy. I still remember my first drill set. I remember being given my first toolbox. By my father-in-law. I've still got it out in the garage. I still remember my first hacksaw. I remember my first 500 kVA rated electrical pliers. I love tools, and that's just it's one of my thing. I've got loads in the garage, and I love when I get to fix stuff and get out and have some fun. And they're awesome, aren't they? There's a task that needs doing around the house or perhaps at work, and there's always a tool that can help me do that task better. And we all know that we'd be in serious trouble if we were having boiler issues, for example, and we call someone up, and a landscape gardener turns up instead with a shovel, perhaps. It'd be like a guy with a Volkswagen maintenance manual and a set of socket wrenches trying to do brain surgery. It's just not the right either training or tool for the job. But it surprises me that we as Christians sometimes think that we can both be called to be disciples of Christ, but also know, according to Scripture, that we are called to disciple others, and yet somehow we don't necessarily always use the tools at our fingers. And realistically, no one verse or chapter or book of Scripture is the solution to every problem, every challenge we're facing, whether it's personally or maybe in conversation with others within the realm of discipleship. It's the collective wisdom within the breadth of Scripture that brings to light the life of a disciple of Jesus. 2 Timothy 3:16 says, all Scripture is God-breathed and is useful for teaching, rebuking, correcting, and training in righteousness. Part of the vision of the well in 2021, as Nick and Marjorie have shared with us over the past few weeks, is that we would like to be a church where everyone should be discipling one another. There's no great expectation that we're discipling 10, 20, 30 people, that if we could just start with one, that everyone should disciple one, that we would be one and raise one. And here we are at the start of a new series looking at some of the lesser engaged with parts of Scripture. And I'm feeling personally convicted by the Father to engage with this series over the coming weeks like never before, and I have a sneaking suspicion that I'm not the only one. And the next verse of 2 Timothy chapter 3 really kind of brings this home to me. Verse 17 says, so that the servant of God may be thoroughly equipped for every good work. And that's it, isn't it? I want to be thoroughly equipped for the task set before me. I want to have the tools at my disposal to be able to do the task that I'm being called to do. And so why don't you join me? Why don't you dig in to Scripture over these coming weeks. Engage with this content, not just on Sunday, but through community groups, in conversations with your friends, with those close to you, with those disciples close to you, and join us on this journey of equipping that's happening over the coming weeks. Have a wonderful day. Bless you guys. Bye.